Near soft green hills and a quiet flowing stream, there lived an old woman named Nanny. She was gentle, calm, and kind to everyone she met. Her small house stood at the edge of the village, surrounded by a few vegetable plants, some fruit trees, and an old wooden fence that softly moved whenever the wind passed through. Nanny lived alone. Her husband had passed away many years ago, and she never had children. But even so, she was never lonely. She lived a peaceful life, content with what she had and thankful for every new day. Nanny had one loyal companion, a little duck named Lulu. Lulu had clean white feathers, a small orange beak, and bright, curious eyes. Wherever Nanny went, Lulu followed closely behind her, making soft quacking sounds, as if she was having a conversation with her. People in the village often smiled when they saw them walking together. Nanny leaned gently on her wooden walking stick, and Lulu walked beside her with short, quick steps. Together they were a simple but heart-warming sight. Every morning, just as the sun rose and painted the sky with soft shades of orange and pink, Lulu laid one warm egg near the small shed beside the house. Nanny picked it up carefully, held it in her old hands, and softly said, "Thank you, my dear. One is enough for us." She cooked the egg, ate half in the morning, and saved the other half for the evening. Nanny worked in her small garden, grew simple food, and lived each day with a peaceful heart. But one morning, something different happened. That day, Lulu laid 2 eggs instead of 1. Nanny looked at them with surprise and then smiled gently. "2 eggs," she said softly. "That is very kind of you." She cooked 1 egg for herself and took the second egg to the village market. She did not ask for much money, only enough to buy a little rice and some jaggery. From that day on, Lulu laid 2 eggs every morning. Soon, the villagers began to notice. "You should sell both eggs." One person said, "Feed the duck more. Maybe she will give 3 eggs." Said another, "You can buy more ducks and make good money." Someone else suggested, but Nanny only smiled and replied, "1 egg for me and 1 for others. That is enough." Instead of selling all the eggs, Nanny shared them. She gave eggs to poor families, to hungry children walking home from school, or quietly left them at a neighbor's door without saying a word. Slowly, people started calling her Egg Nanny, and they spoke the name with love and respect. Then came the rainy season. Heavy rain fell for many days. The nearby stream grew wide and flooded the fields. Crops were destroyed, and many families were left with very little food. Life became hard for the village, but Lulu still laid 2 eggs every single day. Nanny had saved many eggs. She boiled some, kept others safely, and shared them with people who were struggling. She never asked for money. She never asked for thanks. One rainy evening, a few villagers came to her house and asked, "Nanny, why didn't you sell more eggs when you had the chance? Why didn't you try to earn more?" Nanny looked at them kindly and answered, "Because happiness does not come from taking more and more. It comes from being thankful for what we have and sharing when others need help. I kept what I needed, the rest was meant to be shared." Lulu gave a soft quack and settled near Nanny's feet, as if she agreed with every word. And so, the village learned an important lesson. True happiness is not about collecting many things. It is about being grateful for what we already have and choosing kindness over greed. When we help others, our hearts become full, and that is the greatest wealth of all.